There's no way, no way we can put the cover on the genie bottle. No way, it's gone. You cannot control people anymore with force and iron fist. You can't. It's just impossible. So the dynamic of politics in the Middle East is changing, and I think it's changing favorably to the people. Within 20 years, I expect a whole different Middle East. I think it might take some time, but it's going to be a very different Middle East. I was always an ambitious guy. I always believed that I can do more. And I always loved America. I always listened to Michael Jackson, Beat It, and couldn't figure out why all this creativity, ingenuity comes from America. Why those talents always come from America? Now you hear Pitbull, Cuban American, Michael Jackson, African American, Madonna, you know, Italian American. But there's one common thing about all this talent. And back then I was only focused on entertainment. And I see all this creativity come from America. And I found out, the reason behind it, most likely back then when I was thinking, is freedom. When you give freedom to human mind, you get creativity. This is the freest country by far in the world. One of the first jobs I had, I was very desperate for a job. I was a dishwasher in a Middle Eastern restaurant. And it was probably 3 miles away, and I didn't have a car, so I was biking back and forth. In the cold, and Milwaukee is cold. You get the lake effect, Lake Michigan effect. And that was my first job. It was very tough. He didn't give me a lot of hours, but he had me eat for free, so that was good. I saved good money. I was actually making good money from pizza delivery, and I saved so I can study, because pretty much that's what you need, you know. So I took another course in Milwaukee Technical Institute. It's called Advanced Prosthetic Technique, and I was in the same time delivering pizza, and I also worked as a cab driver in Milwaukee. And you know, that was another very interesting thing, to work as a cab driver. And I worked for a few months as a cab driver. My first interaction with the American school system was in Marquette University, and I still remember very vividly that they used to record all the lectures on VHS tapes, and I only had an externship for a few months for free, and they do like some kind of exchange for foreign program, so I was approved only for 6 months. So I took advantage of the 6 month a lot. I went to the library because I had access to the library, and I spent 16 hours a day in the library watching dentistry in American language and pausing every second because I couldn't understand what the professor was saying, because you know Americans speak so fast. Rewind it and listen to it again, open the dictionary and read it. And then I was afraid I won't be able to watch all the series and the lectures. So what I started doing is I took a permission, I started recording. So I recorded, I believe, over 350 lectures from this library. Was really a very important resource for me to advance my career.
How did you meet your wife?
I was actually in Buffalo, New York, doing a master in oral science in University of Buffalo, New York, and they had the beach, but not on the ocean. Buffalo has a beach on the lake, and she was there at the beach at south of Buffalo, New York, and we talked. We went on a date, and we went to Niagara Falls, Canada, because I love the view there. And she was studying for her RN, registered nurse. I helped her study, and you know that there was something about her that sparked the relationship between us. You know, it's interesting how when you find the right person, like something is meant for you to be with. And we stayed over each other's in a weekend, and then we finally decided, she's decided to come with me to Boston to attend BU, Boston University, and we lived together since then. That's 1997. Immigration, going through the system was not easy at all. Unfortunately, a lot of people think it's easy to come to this country, become a citizen. It's a very difficult process, especially if you're coming from my part of the world. And especially after September 11, a lot of more scrutiny, which is good, because safety of this country is paramount to everything. But it took a long time. And finally my dream came true, and I became a citizen of this great nation. It took a long time. So I was very anxious. I was every day at the mailbox looking for this letter. This is the country of opportunities. I really, the opportunity is there. Just have to work hard for it. How it happened to me? Well, I took a loan from federal loan for my student loan from my education in BU. They give you living expenses. Actually, I saved the living expenses. And as soon as I graduate, you can see the date of my graduation, which is, I think, July 10, 1999. I bought this practice after 10 days of my graduation. And I had $20,000 saving from my living expenses, because I really didn't spend much on living expenses. We really squeeze ourselves. I put money down on the house and the practice, and I bought the practice and the house. This is who we are. We don't treat patients as customers, we treat them as a family. I also, I have another office called Smile Wider in Boston, and I work there every couple of days a week, sometime one day a week. Go to Boston and do dentistry there. So my career is a very successful career as a dentist, and I, you know, as I said, I reach a level where I want to help people. I want to tell other immigrants my story, so they can be like me. I wasn't born with the golden spoon in my mouth. I worked very hard. I worked from the bottom, even below the bottom. I was born in Syria, in a third world country. I came here with $200 without even speaking in English. And that's even more disadvantage from a lot of people in this country here. But you stay goal-oriented, and you go to your goal, and you'll achieve your goal. And that's exactly what I want to teach other people. And at the same time, I want to teach the Syrian people and the Arabs and the Muslim how great America is, and what democracy and freedom can do for you. I will never be able to do this unless I was in America.
The first time that you heard this, what did you think?
It's national anthem. It's the land of the free and the home of the brave. It makes me feel very proud. It really makes me feel very proud. And I want it always to be like this. I want this country to be great for my children and grandchildren. You know what? I always tell people, we have pitfalls in America, but they're insignificant comparing to any other civilizations and the great things that we did to the universe, to humanity. Look what we did to medicine. Look what we did to technology. We did a lot. Entertainment. What America did to the world is beyond belief. Like I said in my speech, we are the good guys. Okay, we are good, and that's why we're a blessed country. And a lot of people have to, yeah, we have, some people say, oh, look what they did in Vietnam, you know, the war. Okay, I understand. Look what happened in Abu Ghraib. Okay, mistakes happen. The beauty of this country, it's an evolving country. I mean, you learn from its mistake, you correct it, and you move forward. In 1992, when I saw the racial tension in South Central in California, in LA, I thought, oh my God, that's it. I don't think this is a major problem. They get, you know, and after what, how many years? Not even 18 years. America elected an African American black president. That's an excellent message to the world. I feel now at my life, after I established my career and have my kids and have my family, I set up a new goal. My goal now is to help people as much as I can. Help whatever oppressed and deprived people, whether they are in this country or abroad. So I came up with the Syrian American group, which is, I'm the founder, 4,000 people, which is calling for democracy and freedom in Syria in a secular state. I also did Hand in Hand for Syrian Children, which is a charity organization and 501c pending. And I try to send help to the Syrian children in the beginning. Caravan, it's another organization that we did that take a clothes, send them to Syria. That was a very nice initiative. That also because of the catastrophe, it's such a big size, we couldn't really. You need countries. You can no longer have a small organization to do it. Well, I feel good. I feel blessed. I feel I can do more to help the people, and I will help the people. I want my message to be known to everybody. That here's a guy who came from a third world country, didn't speak English, made it, became a citizen, and running for the Rhode Island Senate. I gave a speech in the United Nations last week, 2 times in a row. So, you know what? Everything is possible. If you have the will, there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. For the people underprivileged in the ghetto area, don't look at it. Look outside the box. Life is great. This country is great. Okay? Don't think it's over because you were born in a poor area. It's never over. Okay? People always changing class in this country. Always. Okay? And that's the essence of this country. Always people becoming rich and so forth and making rich. Education is your key. I see education, education, education. Education is a key to moving up your class and moving up from the ghetto area. Get an education. Read, learn. The tools are there. Google. Education in schools is excellent, and even if you can want to self-educate yourself by using social internet, social media, it's very good for you too. That's it. I hope freedom and democracy be all over the world. I really feel bad for the Middle East. I know the Middle East is a very complex problem because they mix religion and politics a lot. I think they will come to a realization that this is no longer the case. Religion has to stay at home, in the mosques, or in the church, and politics has to be separated from religion. And that's the key, hopefully, for their long-lasting peace with their neighbors and bringing prosperity to their nations as well.
Thank you. Thank you for your time, Dr. Hasan.
Thank you.